Brazilian cuisine is tasty. There are in each of the Brazilian states typical dishes. We will travel through Brazil and get to know the typical foods of each state.
People from Acre are the last in the country to wish a Happy New Year, due to the region's time zone.
In 1903, Brazil bought acre from Bolivia for GBP 2 million.
Acre, quibes de arroz e mandioca. Torpedo shaped made of rice and manioc.
Albions from Brazil can be found in Amapá. Mangues, densas florestas tropicais, campos inundáveis e o cerrado.
The midfield line at Zerão Stadium in Macapá is just above the equator. In other words, one side of the field is in the northern hemisphere, and the other is in the southern hemisphere.
Amapá, camarão no bafo, shrimp on the breath.
Manaus is one of the most known cities outside Brazil, being one of the famous tourist destinations in the country.
The Amazon River has 6,850 kilometers, 60 kilometers more than the Egyptian visit the meeting of waters.
Amazonas, X caboquinho. Roll bread, tucumã. Fried banana, queijo coalho, rennet cheese, fried egg.
Pará is a word from Tupi-Guarani that means Rio Mar.
Pará is the land of açaí, that is usually consumed without so much sugar and with salty foods, such as fried fish and flour.
Pará, pato no tucupi, duck in tucupi.
Rondônia is the only state in the north region that produces grapes.
Porto Velho, the capital of Rondônia, along with the beginning of the construction of the Madeira-Mamoré Railway.
Rondônia, torta de cupuaçu, cupuaçu pie.
Has the largest indigenous population in all of Brazil.
A traditional indigenous dish, paçoca, is made with dried meat and manioc flour, pounded in the pesto.
Roraima, pirarucu desfiado, shredded pirarucu.
Tocantins is the new state of Brazil.
In Jalapão region, capim dourado is not a grass. In fact, it is a stem of a small white flower. From its golden threads, a rich handcrafty was born.
Tocantins, peixe na folha de bananeira, fish in banana leaf.
In Alagoas, there is the second largest barrier reef in the world.
Everybody already knows that the capital of Alagoas, Maceió, is the true Brazilian Caribbean.
Alagoas, sururu de capote, capote sururu.
Salvador is the city with most churches in Brazil.
Elevador Lacerda was inaugurated in 1873. It was the first elevator of Brazil and the highest in the world.
Bahia, acarajé.
Ceará abolished slavery 4 years before Lei Áurea, in 1884.
In Fortaleza is located the biggest water park of Latin America, the Beach Park.
Ceará, panelada.
The state of Maranhão has the only city founded by French in Brazil, which is São Luís, in tribute of the French king Louis XII.
São Luís is known as the capital of reggae, or the Brazilian Jamaica.
Maranhão, caranguejo toque-toque, toque-toque crab.
Teresina, the capital of Piauí, was the first planned capital of Brazil that is not located on the coast.
Cajuína, a cashew-based drink typical of the state.
Piauí, carneiro guisado, sweeted lamb.
It was in Olinda that we saw the first comet of Latin America. It was baptized with the name of the city.
The first synagogue of America is Recife, with the name of Carral Zor Israel.
Pernambuco, buchada, goat bush.
João Pessoa is the northernmost point in Brazil. Is where the sun rises first in the country.
The Valley of Dinosaurs is the place where the highest incidence of dinosaur footprints in the world is registered.
Paraíba, carne de sol, sun-dried meat.
Sergipe is the smallest Brazilian state.
The main agricultural activity in the state of Sergipe is the cultivation of sugarcane.
Sergipe, robalo ao molho de camarão. Sea bass with shrimp sauce.
The Forte dos Reis Magos originated the name of the city of Natal.
Natal is known as the capital of buggy cars.
Rio Grande do Norte, bobó de camarão. Shrimp bobó.
Cuiabá is the central point between the Atlantic and the Pacific.
Em Mato Grosso is located Chapada dos Guimarães.
Mato Grosso, mojica de pintado e furundu. Painted mojica and furundu.
In Mato Grosso do Sul is located Bonito, a city with beautiful clear rivers.
You can find tereré, a typical beverage made of the mate herb.
Mato Grosso do Sul, carne de jacaré, alligator meat.
Goiânia is the capital with most square in Brazil.
Goiânia is one of the most arborized cities of Brazil.
Goiás, arroz com pequi, rice with pequi.
Pedra Azul in the city of Domingos Martins can change its color up to 36 times a day due to the incidence of sunlight.
In Espírito Santo is located at the head of office of Chocolate Garoto.
Espírito Santo, moqueca capixaba.
Minas Gerais territory is twice bigger than the United Kingdom.
In Minas Gerais, there are the most World Heritage Sites declared by UNESCO.
Minas Gerais, frango com quiabo, chicken with okra.
Rio was once part of a French colony when they occupied the Brazilian coast.
Rio de Janeiro has the bluest sky of the world.
Rio de Janeiro, feijoada. Feijoada with black beans.
São Paulo is the most tourist destination in Brazil.
One of the most famous places in São Paulo is the Avenida Paulista, an avenue with many stores, museums, and often festivals.
São Paulo, virado a Paulista.
Curitiba is considered the coast capital in Brazil.
Foz do Iguaçu, with 275 waterfalls and 80 meters high, is internationally known.
Paraná, barreado.
The theater with the best acoustics in all of South America is in that state, the Teatro São Pedro.
Rio Grande do Sul is one of the only states from Brazil that snow.
Rio Grande do Sul, churrasco e chimarrão. Barbecue and chimarrão.
The only branch outside Russia of the famous Bolshoi theater is in Join Valley.
In Santa Catarina happens the Oktoberfest, a festival with typical German foods, music, and dances.
Santa Catarina, Einsbein, Parks Knee.
Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, is one of the only planet cities from Brazil.
The design of Brazil is the shape of an airplane.
Brasília, tilapia. Tilapia fish. Welcome to Brazil.